Yo, welcome back to More March Comes In Like a Lion Season 2, Episode 15 or Episode 37. Last time we got started into our shogi matches. Shimada and Yanagihara, Rei, and Soya. For Shimada and Yanagihara, it sounds like Yanagihara won one match so far in their set. We saw a bit of the casting of it and them kind of being questioning of like a one move, and we saw the aftermath of their conversation. Even though like they don't have the hype of Rei and Soya, you know, they're two like quote unquote old dudes, even though Shimada really isn't. You're still gonna give it a hell of a match, and Yanagihara is determined to defend his title. But yeah, also something cool I got told. Shout out to Nitin on Contrary on Patreon as always. Thank you always for commenting. In the shot of Yanagihara flying away on the blimp, there was in the top left corner, there was a moon. The moon had a rocket in its side, and that was a reference to a 1903 movie called A Trip to the Moon, based on a Jules Verne novel, which is one of the first movies ever made. Which is like, it's so what a obscure Easter egg to include, but that's cool that is even there. Yeah, maybe being one of the first movies ever made, maybe it even is like driving home just how like old he is or something in the context of them, of the joke being of them being super old, like them showing, because there was the Eiffel Tower in that shot as well. Then when the chairman was making fun of them, like of like being from the 80s, like they were shown together, and Shimada had more hair, and the Eiffel Tower is there too. So maybe it was kind of an old joke there, but that's a cool thing. Yeah. So and Nitin also pointing out this was a very cool thing. How in the very beginning of the episode they mentioned they were in a recession. So if we're thinking back to Takagi saying like, you know, working hard, like, you know, my parents say to work hard, everyone says to work hard, but doesn't mean I'm gonna succeed. Like I could still fail. Like if I could not find a job, and the fact that they're in a recession definitely adds context to like her feeling that way, and that's a very real thing. So definitely understandable for sure. I like that very subtle flavor in there. So yeah, so it makes sense why she would feel hopeless there. And as far as and also this is an interesting thing that Contrary also mentioned, that scene from Soya getting wine spilled on him, which we talked a bit about, reminded him or them of a story they read about Bobby Fischer, which was the best chess player in the world in the early 70s, where he went to a strip club with a friend who was also a fellow chess player, and like midway through like one of the acts or like a dance or whatever, he nudged his friend and said, "What do you think about knight c3?" It absolutely has the same energy of Soya, just further talking about the match despite wine being spilled on him, not even acknowledging it. Like that kind of mindset. Yeah, that's pretty funny, like a real life example of what that is. But there are definitely people out there that exist like that, truly a shogi demon, or which is funny. And then I also mentioned he was called Child of God before. But yeah, that's where we're at now. It is very like interesting just to see how robotic Soya is. Like he kind of, like they said, he kind of lacks a, like his like losing his humanity is like what they said. Which is a bit of a harsh thing to say. I think in general, I think Soya has to like play his role in a sense. Like he is the one at the top, so he has to act a certain way. He has to go through these motions, and at the same time, being in that has given him this mindset of like ignoring everything else, everything, you know, any like frustration or like upsetness that he would feel at getting his only white suit like have wine spilled on, not even acknowledging it or excusing himself to fix it, like the chairman having to step in. There's a like a wall there. There's another level of like disconnectedness there. Then maybe, you know, through this match with Rei, whatever happens next, maybe they'll somehow get closer. Maybe he'll somehow become a mentor to him. But I have a feeling like this won't be the end of like Soya's characterization, especially given like the foreshadowing at the end of season 1. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how their match goes. Rei is facing the White Storm head on. I can't wait to see what this is. So let's go. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. White Storm Part 2. A memory. A white bird. Hmm. So yeah, that's what he had was able to wear instead. Hell yeah. Kimono hobby. It suits him. A family heirloom. Right in front of you. The guy, the human. Yeah. The bird is landed. Put up a fight, Ray. Show him what you got. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So you got it. Let's have a good game. Let's go. Mm. I love how it slows down here. Ah. Let's go. Double Fortress. Hmm. A question. Hello, who are you? What are you gonna do about that? That looked like a very aggressive move. Okay, he's reading where he could go. Like, very straightforward. He went all across the board. What do you think of that? Yeah, he is. Let's go, Ray. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That doesn't mean anything at this point, so. Race is still doing very good. This is just as good as like a shonen fight scene of like the protagonist fighting someone strong and everyone being like, oh, He has potential. Whoa. Whoa, yeah, we saw that spark. Wait, he just realized. Blunder? He blundered? Uh-oh. Looks like he's going to. Pawn to 8-6. He did it. Damn. Okay, can you recover? He said it's over, but down the whole thing. Come on, Ray. Ray-chan. Gambate. Hmm. Hmm. So cool to see them analyze it and talk about it. And Ray just in the thick of it here. Oh, made him touch his chin. Oh. So that's why he couldn't do same there. They're so into it. Man, Ray's doing great to, like they said, to trigger this discussion. This is where the real match begins. Oh. A decision. Is the Krabby Patty formula is... Did he like that? He didn't take the bait. Nice. God, Ray. Ray. I'm so proud of Ray, man. God, it's gotta feel like an amazing match. He's in a flow state. He's in a flow state. That's awesome. He's in it, man. Let's go. Part 3. Oh, shit. Let's go. Ooh. Uh-oh. Another blunder? He realized. Damn. Oh. Uh-huh. From this point on. That is such an optimistic mindset. Dude, look where he's at. The typhoon again that he mentioned at the end of last episode. Wait, is it over? Oh. On the same bullet train. Hmm. Alone. Hmm. Maybe you can talk to him. Okay, so yeah, this is the day after the match. Got it. You want to approach him. Wow. Not tired, not depressed. No intention of giving up. Like a very healthy understanding and determination. That is rare. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's still the obstacle. Hmm. That's interesting. Ah. Huh. Yeah, so what about this one? Huh. Right. Sure. But him, he's tough to read. It was comfortable. Wow. That's awesome, dude. What a unique experience. I really want them to talk now. Ooh. Right. He revised that move. He gave a nod. Oh, man. Such approval. Right. He knew. Yeah, he knew. Hmm. Whoa. Dude, they're like kindred spirits. They like, without saying a word, just by playing a match against each other. Yeah, they intuitively just understood what the other, or he understood how Kiriyama was feeling. Yeah. That's fucking beautiful. God damn. Well, oh no. Uh, that was so fast. Oh man, this is affecting everything now. I mean, it makes sense. Oh god. Wait, is he still on here? Soya? He is. He's asleep. Um, hey buddy, we gotta go. Hmm. So this is how they talk. Whoa. Oh, that's embarrassing. That was such a vulnerable look from him. Like in his most vulnerable state from waking up. Hmm? Whoa. Yeah, he's completely like out of touch. He didn't know what to do. Sound didn't exist for him. Jesus. Since when? That he's been like this? Jesus, man. Can we find out why that is? God damn. Alright, well, part 4. God, is this the longest one yet? I'm fine with it, but crazy. Hmm. Well, at least it's only a day. This is why e-tickets are a godsend these days. Oh, okay. The adjustment window. Makes sense. Place to stay. Soya is just like, yep, there it is. Alright. Not there. At any of the hotels near the station. Soya? Whoa, what? What are you doing, bro? Oh. Ah. Great. Good jump, Soya. Dude, with like 3 things there, he immediately just knew. But Ray was the one who had to actually do it. I guess they're a good team. Oh god. But I guess that's what we've seen with the chairman up till now. The chairman's always had to physically do the things, even though Soya himself knows. But like Ray said, sound doesn't exist for him. But since when has he been like this? Hmm. God. Huh. This is so nice that they are having to deal with this together. The service entrance. Oh, oh, there he goes. Come on. Not a word. This is cool. Something to get you through the night and to through the next day. True. Huh. Biscuits and apples and water. Very bare bones stuff, I guess. Fluffy melon bread. Look, he's got the money. Get what you want, Ray. That was definitely says something about Soya there. There was nothing extra. All right. Interesting, but cool. I didn't think this is how it would happen. Oh, whoa, okay. When you stop, yeah. Like a god. That's crazy, man. Wow. I like how they threw that in at the end there. Is that talking about Soya? Huh. Look at him. Next time, next time. Wow. That was so interesting, because just through playing a match together, like, there's a few things there. Like, one is about Soya himself, and another is, like, where Ray is at. And I think it just speaks to both, like, who Soya is and how it felt to play against him versus, like, all the times before of where Ray is lost. Like, no matter what the skill gap was, whether they were much better than him, whether he was better than them, like, it's always, there was always that depressing feeling, that crushing defeat. For this, it was, against Soya, it was comfortable. It was refreshing, right? And he mentioned how he used to feel like that kind of thing was an insult to your opponent, looking at them as if they weren't human, he said, which is an interesting thought. Yeah, I want to commend Ray just on, like, of course, how far he's come in Shogi, but just in his mindset to be optimistic, but also be like realistic. It's like a very healthy balance of like reality and his expectations versus his own determination to do his best and to not give up. Like I love that's where he's at. And also, yeah, about Soya himself, just the way it felt, because the two of them, like, despite not saying a word, and even like what Soya finally said to him while after the review of their match, and there were so many cool moments throughout that. Like during the review when he gave him the nod after he made a corrective move, like what he should have done, and just, you know, his demeanor. Not a word was said, but he like understood what Ray was saying. Like Ray got through to him, because that's gotta be like, I don't know if I want to say a rare thing for Soya, but with Ray's observation of him, like every time I've seen him, he's always been alone, right? Like in waking him up and telling him about what was going on, it's like my sound doesn't reach him. No, sound doesn't even exist for him. Like how long has he been like this? Like, right? So there's like something, there's a reason behind his like disconnectedness, and we can determine, barring like anything that's actually happened to him in his past, like his position as the Meijin, as the guy, right? He has to like play his role. His personality probably doesn't align with that, even though he's obviously super obsessive about shogi. His mindset is supremely focused. All his energy is towards that. He doesn't give energy to anything extra, like for example being frustrated about spilling wine on his suit or buying anything extra at the store. Like it was just apples and biscuits and water. Like it was just very bare bones stuff, like the baseline for his own, I guess, need to eat, right? There's a connection there between him and Ray, right? That happened during the match and is happening now as they go to the hotel. There's still a wall there for Soya, because Soya is who he is. Like he's just kind of a unique kind of weird guy. It's very cool. And I wonder what that's gonna lead to. I think that's all I gotta say about that for now, but there's just so many like moments like that, and just like connectedness, even though Soya himself is disconnected in many ways due to whatever's happened and just who he is. That thing there is like very cool. Just getting a glimpse into Soya in general is very interesting. Like this whole time he's always been the white bird, he's been this force, he's been child of God, he's been the shogi devil. He is none of those denoting like someone like human, really. He's like a concept, he's like a force. He's at this point, that's how he's just pretty much been. Now that he's in front of Ray and that they're having these interactions, them going through this together, I'm glad this is what happened. I figured there would be some set of circumstances beyond them playing the match that would result in them getting closer. I mean, this has been hinted since the end of season 1, and then literally like on the bullet train, how they showed it is how this happened. But yeah, so I can't wait to see what this is going to lead to next time. That was really cool though. I love how they depicted the match. It was so great. It was like just as exciting for me to watch as like any like shonen match. Like obviously there's not a lot of like oohs and ahs, like oh he used this move, oh my god, right? But as far as just the feeling of it, like Ray holding his own pretty well against Soya is to be commended. Like Ray's a good ass player, man. He and that Soya like gave him that nod when he made the corrective move, and like even made him like kind of think a couple times, is quite a praise. Like Ray knew he was gonna lose. It was the gap between them is obvious. He acknowledged that, but you know, he still didn't give up. He tried his best, and that is the best way he could have went about it, especially the way he felt afterwards, not feeling that crushing sense of loss. That was the best scenario possible for this match. Like he got people talking about, people were excited, they were debating moves, and like, oh, he didn't take the bait, he did this well, he's doing, you know, that was really cool. So I enjoyed that quite a bit. That lived up to what I was hoping from this. Can't wait to see more of Soya. Maybe we can get a little bit, you know, past this barrier with him and maybe find out more about him next time if he chooses to open up to Ray. Because Soya was able to like read Ray in that moment where he's like, that's how it feels when Ray was looking down at his hand. Because we've mentioned this before, like when Ray was describing to the other people in the shogi at the time when it was like the Shogi Science Club, like how it felt like to lose, and then how it feels playing against someone stronger than you, and just like that endless storm that you confront. You start to wonder like how it feels for him being the Meijin, like how that feels for him on a storm on this level. Like how does it feel, right? Like that is still like so cool to think about. So so yeah, maybe we'll get more insights into that, but where this is going now, I really love. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you have anything to say or thoughts about this, as always, please feel free to share. Otherwise, I want to thank you for watching my reaction. Thanks for spending time with me. Have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you next time. Peace.